Hey guys, Joel and Christy here, and what are we doing today?
We are sharing a Walmart Plus delivery order that we made earlier in the week.
All right, let's get to it.
All right, here's our order. Hopefully everything is there. We will see. I know that Joel's medicine for his high blood pressure is supposed to be in there somewhere. Hopefully it is, because it also looked like it was doing it as a separate order. I don't know, but we'll see. Come on in. All right, so these are the groceries that we ordered. And just as a quick note, we don't normally get our groceries delivered, but Walmart Plus was having, like, you could get the program for 1 month for $1. And then, you know, if you don't tell them to stop or whatever, they'll charge you $98 for the year. I don't know that we will continue it for a year. We'll see. But this was particularly beneficial to us this month because, long story short, our son was driving about a block from our house and someone was backing out of their driveway and they just backed right into him. He didn't do anything wrong and he's fine. And we've already gotten the insurance payment back because she took full responsibility for the fact that she backed into him. But we haven't had a chance to go buy a car because we've been traveling so much. So that was one of the reasons. We're down one car. Joel is out of town, but he didn't take the other car, our car, with him. But I just was like, I don't want to have to drive. Like, the traffic here in our community is ridiculous. And it is in a lot of places. But anyways, didn't want to drive. And I told myself at first, I'm going to try to see if I can just make it with what I have and not buy groceries. But then I realized that my sourdough starter, Junior, needed to be fed and I didn't have any flour. So I said, if I'm going to have to get flour, I might as well get all the groceries that we need to get to the end of March. We have not purchased any groceries in the entire month of March, and it is March 10th. So this is about 3 weeks worth of stuff right here. So let's get into what it is. Just as a quick note, I usually show prices when we're in the store. And since we're not in the store and I use my cell phone to record these videos, I can't see the receipt to make sure that I'm saying the prices correctly. So I'm not going to try, but I will try to put the price on the screen. So look at the screen. Hopefully you'll see it there. But anyway, let's get into this really quickly because I don't want to make this video super long. I don't plan to make, I don't know that we will continue with the Walmart Plus, the $98 for a year. But I will note that if you do get it, I think that you can get like a streaming service for free with it. You know, like Peacock or something like that. I'm not positive what streaming services are available. But that is an added bonus to getting it. $98 is not a huge price. But, of course, you do want to make sure that if you do something like this, you are going to use it regularly or you will waste your money. And you also do need to keep in your mind that it doesn't cover tipping the driver. So these are the things that I use on my teeth. I do have, I used to have gum disease. My periodontist says I have been doing so well and that the treatments have been doing so well. They gave me a whole, regimen of things that I do, and I do a lot of things more than people normally do to get my teeth healthy. And one of them is using these. I usually go through 1 pack of these in about a month because you can just wash them off and reuse them until they break. So, I mean, I don't even think I go through 1 in a month, but I just went ahead and stocked up. This is Joel's medicine. Since he was out of town, he couldn't go pick it up, and it was like, why not just have them deliver it since I'm getting groceries delivered? Okay, so I got a bag of sweet potatoes. I got 2 whole chickens. Y'all know we take those and we either put them in a crock pot or we put them in the oven, and then we use that leftover chicken from it to make several recipes throughout the week. So it's a good way to stretch your dollar. I think it was $14 and something for the two. So there's two of them in there. So they were $7 a piece. It's not bad for the amount of meals that we get out of it at all. Got some tortilla shells. I think that our son and Joel may have some quesadillas or something one night. I think was why I had that on there. Potatoes. When we make the whole chicken, we usually do some potatoes on the side. A lemon. I feel like there was a recipe that called for a lemon, was why I got that. I got some blackberries, blueberries, and strawberries. I do try to get fiber in my diet every day, and these berries are an excellent way to do that. Parmesan cheese. I do have a recipe that's calling for Parmesan cheese. Andouille sausage. You can use other sausages in the recipes that we do, but yeah, this is the best kind. And we got 1 block of cheddar. That's a 2-pound block. I think it was $6.96 for these two. And there's one for mozzarella. There we go. Mozzarella. Yeah, I think those were $6.96 because they're blocks, 2-pound blocks. Normally when I make pulled pork for Joel and our son, I make French fries. I take 1 russet potato, cut it up, and then bake it in the oven. But since he isn't here, Joel isn't here, I didn't want to make it because that 1 potato makes enough for 2. If there was only going to be one of them eating French fries, I didn't want to waste half a potato. And also it just saves me time. I can do something else this time instead. And I just got him some Doritos so that he would have something to eat with the pulled pork. That's his goldfish crackers. We normally get those at Sam's Club in a bigger container that has like a 3-pack. It's enough for an entire month. And yeah, since we didn't go to Sam's Club, I got him this size right here. But it's also not an entire month's worth of groceries, so he should be fine. Grits. Joel has that for breakfast foods a lot, but also we're going to make some shrimp and grits one night. Yum, yum, yum. Got some of the cage-free eggs. I want to say it was $3 and something. I can't remember. We normally buy our cage-free eggs at Sam's Club, but again, didn't go. Pepperoni. That's a pretty big bag. I got some ginger tea, and I also got some detox tea. I like to, especially since I just came back from a trip, I like to drink a few things like this for a couple of days just to help with, the fact that you've had a lot of sodium and stuff like that from eating out. I will say, I also took some of these on the trip with me this time, and every morning before we did anything else, I would go down to the resort coffee place and just ask them for a cup of hot water, which they gave me for free. And then I just drank tea in the morning before I did anything else. And so that was good. I like doing that now, where I drink a hot tea before I do anything else in the mornings. Got some yogurt for my fruit. Some penne pasta. I have a recipe coming up. I don't remember what it is, but yeah, need a penne. The milk there, whole milk. Joel some creamer for when he gets home. There we go. See? And then this was more of a stock up. We like to have these for if we have a night when we're rushed. Joel will make pizza roll-ups or chicken roll-ups or something like that. So it's an easy go-to meal. Bananas, what's interesting is I don't think I ordered organic, but that is definitely organic that they gave me. But they didn't charge me for organic bananas. They charged me for regular. So I guess that was Maybe, I don't know if she just made a mistake or because it didn't call it a substitution, but I'll take it. I don't normally bother with organic bananas because the peels, when you take the peel off, you're not eating the peel. If you're eating the peel, then it's better to have organic. But if it's something that you're not going to eat the peel, then it really isn't that big a deal. But yeah, that's why I don't normally get that. So that's cool though. Got our son a French bread so that he can make French bread pizza. As you can see, the price is $1.62. Got some hamburger buns because, you know, I'm gonna make him some pulled pork. Yeah, I'm not gonna eat it myself. I'm making a pasta dish that you use Greek yogurt in, but I can't remember what the name of it is, but you use Greek yogurt in your sauce. And I'm gonna put chicken, anyway, doesn't matter. The point is, yeah, I'm making him pulled pork because all I have to do is take it out of the freezer and heat it up. I ordered him 2 lemon and they substituted lime, which I wish I had realized that sooner. I mean, not really, because I would have just let it go and said that's fine, but he doesn't like lime as much as he does lemon, so I don't know if I could have just done a different brand than LaCroix to see if they had it in a different brand, but it's fine. He'll drink lime. He just doesn't like it as much as he likes lemon. Got 3 cans of tomato paste. We make barbecue sauce with that. So, and I think I have another recipe that needed tomato sauce. I have carrots. I did mean to get the organic on that. That way, all I have to do is wash it. I don't have to peel it. Save myself some time. Garlic bulb. That should be 64 cents for that. That's the normal price. Now, it used to be per pound, but now it's just per bulb. 64 cents. Got some spinach. I needed that for something. I don't remember what, but I did. And I did know that I am going to make myself some tuna salad for lunches. And I wanted some lettuce to eat with it. 2 avocados. This is not my favorite thing about getting delivery is the produce sometimes. These are hard. This one may be ready later today, maybe. This one will be probably tomorrow, which is fine. At least she got one that was darker green than the other one so that they don't go ripe at the exact same time, but yeah. The mandarins, they're actually on rollback right now, but I like that. But, you know, especially when you've been traveling, making sure you get some vitamin C in your diet is a good idea. So I went ahead and got one of these. Obviously, I got some flour for our starter named Junior. And I needed some celery for a recipe. And then we have 2 of these pasta sauces. We're going to make some homemade pizzas one night. And we just use marinara instead of buying something specifically that says pizza sauce. Because what you normally find is things that are specifically written as pizza sauce. It's a smaller jar, but the same price or higher. You can get this and just add a little seasoning to it. And it's the same thing, basically. So we never eat homemade pizza with this and think, oh man, it's just not as good without pizza sauce. All right, so that's everything. I think the total was $211, but that did count the medicine and the dental picks. So I'll put it on the screen, but I think it's probably going to be somewhere around $174. Not bad. Which, by the way, when I say 100, I do count that the tip is added into that. So because you have to take your tip from somewhere. If I take it from the grocery budget, then I'm still counting it, right? So, So if the tip wasn't included, it'd been about $150. So that's about $150, $154 worth of groceries that are actually sitting here. Medicine was for sure $30. I think those dental picks were just under $5. Yeah, that should be 40 less. And then the tip was $20. So about $60 can be subtracted. So I think that will be about $154. So I don't consider that too bad. Anyway, I hope that you have enjoyed this haul and that you found it helpful. And, we just hope that, you stick around, because we will be back in the grocery stores for sure. And we hope you just enjoyed the different way of doing it. What Christy does when Joel's got out of town kind of situation. Anyway, thank you for watching. And remember, it's a long run. Give yourself a little grace. Bye.